Only pictures of light and pictures of darkness. Free like never before. Like a river in the rain. Oh, Father of the four winds, take away my attentions. I did not betray you. I did not forsake you. The universe on a string, drifting in all directions. Free until the key finds the door. Free like never before. Children of light, gardens of life, gold on the inside. Children of light, gardens of life, diamonds in the miles. Children of light, gardens of life, gold on the inside. Children of light, gardens of life, diamonds in the miles. It's the way that I get lost now in the colors of your skin, and it's how I hear the stars calling brightly, and it's how I'm falling in. It's a puzzle I can't put together. It's a song I can't quite hear. When I try too much to put it in the bottle, when I try to hold it in, and so it comes to me in waves now. If I could show you how it starts, it's the colors from your heartbeat brightly. It's when I see you in the stars. It's when I least expect it. stars come brightly. It's how I'm falling in. It's how I'm falling in. It's how I'm falling in. It's how I'm falling in.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Painted Dog TV. Out with myself, Gareth, and Andrew on camera this morning. It's a very exciting morning, everybody. We've got lions roaring close to camp. Sounds like the males. Very close by. We've literally just driven out of camp. We were sitting listening to them over a cup of coffee. And I think these lions are probably on the fence line, the southern fence line of Blowbunk. So we're slowly making our way there now. When we last heard them roaring, which was about 2 minutes ago now, it did sound like it was two males vocalizing. So a very exciting start, guys. Love starting a morning like this. So we'll be taking the next road right, which will take us down to the fence line. And I'm pretty sure they're going to be right there where this road meets the fence. That's what it sounds like, at least. Very close to us. A good morning to our pack members that have joined. Quickly say hello to everybody. Morning, Connie. Hello, Mary. Nice spanner, by the way. I see you've got a spanner. It's always nice to have a spanner next to your title. It's very good, very good. Morning, Wendy. Hello, CJ. Hello, Elsa. Hello, Betty. Morning, Carol. Carol must be here. Did I see Carol's name? Yes, I see Carol and her spanner as well. Very good. Lots of spanners. Hello, Barbara. I think I said good morning to CJ. Wow, lots of chat this morning. It's wonderful. You're all very sprightly. Very good. Yes, Carol, they have vacated the premises. Don't know where the elephants have gone, but they were in camp and probably not too far. Right, morning everybody. So good to have you with us. Let's see if we can find these lions, shall we? Looks like the elephants headed east when they left camp. I'm looking at their tracks on the road here now. So they continued along Hoofpad in the direction of well, eventually the Boma and Boskamp. Let's see what these male lions are up to. On last night's drive, had an amazing time with the elephants on the fence line, and our bulls were actually interacting, well, in particular our older bull was interacting with one of the, well, I think it's the only bull that's on BCC, the Blue Canyon Conservancy. Some really fascinating interaction going on there. And while we were sat there, we had impala alarm calling on the Blue Canyon as well. So there was another predator, well, there was a predator walking close to where we were. Maybe it was a lion, and maybe our lions have come this way in reaction to picking up on signs of that other lion. Not sure, but you never know. There could be other lions on the other side of the fence nearby here too. A little bit of drizzle coming down now, everybody. Fingers crossed that's going to stay away. There was rain predicted this morning, but not a lot of rain. A light downpour between 5 and 6 a.m. Hopefully we'll be able to dodge most of this incoming weather. So we are now approaching the fence here. As I was saying, this is where I placed the last roaring we heard. Somewhere very close to this point. Ah, there we go. There's a line. That looks like an injured male. Is it? Oh, right on cue. Wow, now that's a way, the best way to start a morning painted dog drive. What a treat, guys and girls. So it's definitely the injured male we have here. You can see the darker mane. Roaring beautifully for us here. Now we definitely heard two male lions vocalizing not too long ago, Andrew and I. And so I suspect he's following his brothers. Maybe we heard his brothers earlier and now he's given off his roar slightly after the other two. Now the direction he's headed, he was heading toward us, so heading west. I put my money on the fact that his brothers are down this fence line here, maybe walking towards the gate of Blowbank. Just so beautiful seeing this guy like this and seeing him in front of the sunrise that's just starting to come up beyond the clouds there. Yes, also I did shave. I shaved just about everything off. Did it myself as well. Just took a number 1 to the entire headpiece. It's getting sick and tired of my hair. Just so humid and hot out here this summer. So I got rid of it all. Yeah, it certainly is, Connie. It's wonderful to see this guy acting and performing as any other male lion should. And when we saw him earlier, while he was still upright, he was walking around just fine. You can see him now, he's just listening to see if he gets any response to his roar. You could be onto something there, ladies. It's a very good point you make. Maybe it isn't the injured male lion. You're right in not seeing those puncture wounds. Andrew, you can't zoom any further, eh? Just try to get in on that right eye.
It's going to get super fuzzy.
Okay. Maybe not. Maybe the mane looks darker this morning because it's damp, it's wet. Looks like there's been patches of rainfall already here on Blowbunk this morning. Hoping we might hear the other lions vocalizing. There's definitely more than one male lion in this area. Located one male lion, southern fence line, Blowbunk Junction, Madrid, Putt, stationary.
Sorry, Gareth, I heard one male lion, North Putt Junction, but I didn't hear where.
Yeah, it's southern fence line of Blowbunk Junction, Madrid, Putt.
Okay, copy.
Keep glancing over my right shoulder along the fence here to see if I don't see movement of any other lions, but so far nothing. I might just take a wander down the fence here and see if there's any sign of the other lions, and then I'll come back to this guy. Looking quite settled in here, everybody, so I think I'm going to do that now. See if I can find the other lion that was vocalizing here. Right, big boy, you stay put, we'll be back shortly. Yeah, here we go. Already got tracks here of another lion heading west along the fence here. Might be very close by here and just sleeping in the grass, because I can't see him on the road. Just down here in this little drainage line, everybody, we had the most incredible brief sighting of a African civet last night. It's actually still quite light, it wasn't even dark yet. which is uncommon. You don't usually see civets all that much foraging during the day. So that, you see it. Andrew's spotted the other lion further up the fence line here, everybody. That's interesting. This river's flowing. Wasn't flowing last night. Oh, a few guinea fowls taking flight out of the tree there. Just make sure we're not missing another civet in this drainage line. No. Very interesting to see though. So there's water flowing along that drainage line, everybody. So that means there was a fair amount of rain not too far from us, upstream along that little dry riverbed. Right, there's male lion number 2 up ahead. Yeah, you see, I think I see another lion walking along the fence further up ahead as well. So all 3 of the males are here, everybody. Looking quite plump as well. Dean, just an update. All 3 males are here along the southern fence, but quite spread out between Madrid Putt and the airstrip south of Huis.
Copy.
Can hear another lion vocalizing, but it's none of our 3. Just go up, zoom up on that male walking away from us there, Andrew. Try and have a look at the gait. Has it got a limp? Is that the injured male up there?
Yeah.
Looks like it, hey?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, this guy's going to start roaring. And he's going to do it lying down. Incredible. All 3 of them roaring. That's so cool. So this one started. The male we first found behind us followed closely behind, and then the last male further up the fence line chimed in towards the end there. So all 3 of them vocalizing together. Brilliant. So if it is the injured male lion that's walking up along the fence away from us, which I'm almost certain it is, it's interesting to see him leading for a change. Or is he maybe just putting a bit of space between him and his brothers to avoid conflict? Oh, this guy's heard another lion roaring, I think. Can no longer see that other lion further up the road here. I think he's walking up the airstrip. Matt, if you copy, I think one of the male lions is coming up towards Ace. Yeah, exactly, Carol. It is cool to see the injured male joining in and vocalizing with his brothers. He usually stays quiet, or he has done for the past several months. Because of that injury, I think he avoids conflict with his brothers by staying quiet, at least when he's with them. He vocalizes quite freely when he's on his own. Now, they ate something recently. That's quite a belly. It was amazing watching that belly rise and fall while he was roaring. All the effort that goes into that roar, pushing that belly up off the ground. Hard work when you've got 20, 30 odd pounds of flesh inside your gut. Don't mind us, bud. Right, folks, I'm going to leave Sleeping Beauty here. I want to catch up to that other male that's walked away from us up along the fence, see what he's up to. See if I can find a way around this guy. Obviously can't continue with the road here. I think I've spotted a gap. yes, Connie. The kinky-tailed male usually does have the fullest belly, and that's because he's the most dominant at the moment. So he dominates his two brothers at a carcass and usually gets the bulk of the share. Yeah, I think the lion's manes also look a different color this morning because of the moisture, because of the rain. That's what had me fooled on the first male. It looked darker, darker than usual, because I think that mane's wet. But when I last saw this other lion, it did appear that he was turning up along the airstrip. Now, he may have just laid down once he turned, but he might be walking up the airstrip straight up towards Hace, towards HQ, FC. See what he's up to. Oh, he walked right past some impala, which don't seem fussed at all. Look at that. Incredible. Yeah, lucky boys. Just before he turned, the male lion scent marked this bush here. Was while he was still roaring. While he was roaring, he sprayed some scent up against that sickle bush. Yeah, it's affirmative, all three males here. Two on the fence, now one heading north up the airstrip towards Ace. Well,
sorry, to take that one. Thanks,
there were tracks of this guy walking up here. Seeing tracks now though, but he might just be walking in the grass next to the road here. There were definitely a set of tracks of this male coming up this way. One of the other males vocalizing behind us here. Let's see if this male chimes in again. Staying quiet this time. I think there's still tracks of him walking up here. Maybe he's come to harass Matty at FC. Ah, there he is, right next to the garage here where we park the jackal every night. That eye is looking a lot better today. Jeez, this line looks like a completely different line. Hey? Amazing how much of that mane has dropped off. Hello, boy. Oh, those wounds are looking a lot better. And the good news is it doesn't look like there was any damage to that eye. In that regard, he was fortunate. Good morning, Marcy. Lovely to have you with us. We've been treated to an incredible start here this morning. All 3 male lions. Heard them vocalizing while we were still sipping on our morning coffee before drive. They were close by, and then found the first one on his own, and then a bit further up the fence the second one, and now have clearly just arrived here at the last male, the injured one, who I suspect is just keeping a bit of distance between himself and his brothers. It was pretty cool. He was vocalizing earlier with his brothers all at the same time, but yeah, he's moved away from them, I think, to avoid further conflict. So I think he hangs around them. He stays close by in case they make a kill. You know, they won't allow him to feed straight away, but if those other 2 get their fill and there's, you know, some scraps left behind, then this guy can pick up the scraps. Best way to do it, to avoid conflict. See, even now, look how he glances back. He's just checking to see if his brothers are making their way this way. Copy. Just reading your comments now, everybody, about this lion's condition and the mane. I think a big part of what's happening with that mane is it's getting torn out by his brothers every time they fight with him. But that, of course, is the main purpose for the mane. But shame, he is, you know, he just looks so much less of his former powerful self without that full mane. Bit of yawning. Wonder if he's thinking about getting up and moving again. Just a reminder, everybody, before I forget, the key word for the week is stripes. If anybody wants to get their hands on that high-res image for the week, the key word this week is stripes. Very alert, this chap, eh? Has to be. Because he is slightly vulnerable. So much more alert. Yeah, he was thinking about moving. Shame, and he is very skinny here. Big wound behind the left ear there. There's a hole in his neck. Ah, there's my Jimny in the background. Hello, little Jimny. It's interesting. It's gone behind the garages here into the block of bush here. Wow, and he's contact calling. That's very interesting. I've never seen him do that before. Just 2 soft contact calls given off by this male now. Shame, man. He's probably so torn. He wants to stay with his brothers, but he knows that they're just going to keep picking on him. There we go, he's vocalizing now. Full roar. Oh, he's seen something. So the other lion's busy roaring behind us, everybody. I don't know if you can all pick up on it, but this guy's roaring is not quite the same as his brothers. And when we first got started this morning, I actually said to Andrew, I'm pretty sure I can hear the injured male lion roaring. There is quite a difference. It's not as full, it's not as deep as his brothers. So this male lion, everybody, is now sitting about 80 yards from the farm worker's house. There's a couple of the staff members that live in a small little house here, very close to the western fence of Blowwong, which is only 80 yards from us to the left of this male lion. And I'm pretty sure they would have heard this guy roaring now. So I think there are going to be a couple of team members late for work this morning. I doubt they'll leave their house with this guy roaring this close. Amazing to see how well those wounds have healed, how quickly they've healed. Listening now to one of his brothers roaring. Beautiful call of the orange-breasted bushshrike in front of us here. Beautiful bird calls this morning. Ring-necked dove, fork-tailed drongo, dark-capped bulbuls. And the beautiful song of the orange-breasted bushshrike close to us here. Oh yeah, Marcy, I assure you, we feel very similar to the way you feel, in that, you know, you do wish you could help him, provide him with a meal. Problem is, when does it end? You have to keep doing that for ages. What's he watching? Something caught his eye. But yeah, we sadly do have to draw a line with the animals we do help, with the moments where we do intervene.
Morning, lovers. All of in Ghana, on the southwestern corner of Lowveld. The Madoda spread out between Madrid and the airstrip there at Huis, and one of them started moving up the airstrip. Gareth on lock. Cover that, thank you.
Just an update, guys, there's no lionesses at all in this area. It's just the 3 male lions. I've had no signs of the pride. There's no lionesses in this sighting. There's no sign of the pride in this area. It's just the 3 male lions. You can see that wound now that he's turned, Andrew. Can you see it there? Big hole in the back of his neck here, right in the middle of that mane. So you see, this is what I was talking about. Partly why this mane is looking so tattered is because that's where his brothers have been biting him, attacking him around the head. Obviously the clearly visible wounds on the front of the face, but also behind the head, the back of the neck. Wendy, the reason they pick on him is because, well, firstly, that's just what male lions do. These coalitions very seldomly last, until they perish from natural causes, old age, or killed off by other male lions. There is always conflict within a male lion coalition. It's just because of it's in their DNA. It's the way they operate. There's always a fight for dominance within a coalition, and we've seen the dominance change several times since these male lions were introduced here to the Rietspruit Game Reserve 6 years ago. And they pick up on weakness. The other two see the weakness in this male, and so they will keep attacking him. And the other problem this poor male lion has is he really has nowhere to go. He's confined to a relatively small game reserve and cannot leave it. So he's finding a way to survive with that constriction. And he's done incredibly well. It's amazing. I mean, I know he's got recent wounds again now, but we've seen this a lot over the last 6 months. And he bounces back. He's certainly walking a lot better with that injured back left leg. And he's finding ways to find meals relatively regularly. Whether he's digging up warthogs on his own, or scavenging from the other males, or the pride, or even other predators. You probably find he's stealing carcasses off leopards, the cheetahs. So he's finding a way to survive. He wants to vocalize. Yellow-fronted tinkerbird calling in the distance, and also a purple-crested tarocco that I just heard calling. Wow, look at the sky here, Andrew. The sun's coming up, everybody, and it's just so beautiful with it hitting this low cloud that's busy moving over us here. Absolutely gorgeous morning. And thankfully, no rain yet, touch wood. Gorgeous. Yes, indeed, CJ. We have, come across him digging in the past. I think it's something he probably does more than we know, because that particular way of finding food doesn't require him moving at speed or having to tackle particularly large prey. Don't get me wrong, a warthog is an incredibly tough animal, but he can manage that a lot easier than the alternatives. And it might not just be that, it might not just be warthogs that he's targeting in those burrows. As we know, there are a number of different species of animals that live inside these burrows. Warthogs, one of them for sure, but also porcupine, aardvark, that he could be targeting inside those burrows. All of which would be fantastic meals for him. And all he needs to do is get one of those razor sharp, powerful claws of his into that animal, and he'll be able to pull it out using his strength and his weight. Alright you guys, I think I'm going to love and leave this guy. Seems like the movement has all slowed down quite a lot now. I don't think his brothers are coming up here just yet. The last time I heard them roaring, sounds like they're pretty much in the same place where we left them. You can clearly see this guy's getting a bit settled in here as well. Interestingly though, he's resting with his head up, just to make sure that nothing sneaks up on him. I'm sure he'll eventually lay down with his head flat, particularly if he doesn't hear his brothers vocalizing again. Because as soon as they stop roaring, that's usually a telltale sign that they've settled in as well and they're not going to move all that much. But yeah, I think we're going to head off, everybody. Oh, just as I say that, now his brothers are roaring again. But they haven't moved, they're still in the same spot. Now that first male we found is still in the same place, far up the fence there. Which is good news for this guy, of course. He's definitely put enough distance between himself and his brothers for the morning. But yeah, what an amazing start to our day. You can tell he's happy with the distance there, getting a little bit more settled here. Alright boy, we're going to disturb you one last time and leave you be. Yeah, I'm leaving the area around Huis. Sounds like the other two males still vocalizing on the southern fence between Madrid Put and the airstrip, and the injured male is just on the western side of the garages here at Huis, leaving the area unattended. Go ahead.
Morning. Yesterday, I remember I said we were talking about Indro. Where did you leave them?
Yeah, they were in camp last night. They headed east along Hoofpad from Beerstip.
Copy, thank you.
Some hyena tracks on the road here. Looks like a little bit of rain fell on top of the hyena tracks, but it's definitely a hyena walking up here last night, going this direction. Now what I'm going to do from here, everybody, is we're going to head quickly up along the western fence. It's good to check this fence every now and then. The pride often walks up the fence line. Cheetah, hyena, leopard, all of the territorial animals often walk along the fence lines. The western fence is one we don't check all that often. But yeah, I'm just going to take a drive up along the western fence here. My mission being that I want to get up to where I left that camera trap, everybody. For those of you that were with me about a week In fact, it's exactly a week ago, that we left it there. So a week ago I set up a camera trap in the deep Sloth River here, hoping to pick up any sign of some of the more elusive animals that we don't see all that often, including leopard, a female in particular who we believe might be pregnant. And so I want to go and pick up that camera trap this morning. Also just work that area. It's such a gorgeous area where we set up the trap. So we'll be heading that way, folks, but we'll start by just checking the western fence here for any sign of any other predators. But before we do any of that, everybody, I do apologize, but nature is calling. I just need to quickly mark my territory. I'll be back in two ticks. Andrew is also falling asleep behind me, everybody, so I just thought I'd take him along one of the bumpiest roads on the reserve just to wake him up a bit here. Andrew had a rough night, didn't get much sleep last night.
But we move.
But we move, yeah. Quite a lot of hyena tracks along the fence line here. None all too fresh. Tracks of hyenas moving both directions. Is that an eland there along the fence there? And a sable. No, two eland.
Yeah.
Awesome. Antelope we don't get to see all that often, everybody. Obviously not on our reserve. They are on the property called Antioch, here to the west of us, which is a game breeding property. Andrew's busy fighting the fence here. There we go. Beautiful. Two beautiful eland there, everybody. Looks like a big bull closest to us. Possibly a cow beyond him. Incredible animal. the giant eland. That's a nice treat. Good morning, Shannon. Lovely to have you with us. Ooh, see, I told you I'd wake you up along here.
My kidneys fucked.
Just quickly show you the hyena tracks here, everybody. So as you can see, not perfectly clear tracks. Looks like there's a bit of precipitation that's fallen on top of them. But it does look like from maybe early last night, a single hyena was walking up the fence here in the direction of FC. Maybe even trying to find a way through the fence here. Marcy, I see you've asked if we can go see the other boys. Sorry about that. Wish you'd been with us before. We obviously did see them before seeing the last male, the injured male. Sorry you missed them. I'm sorry I'm not heading back there now, but I hope you'll understand that I do need to go pick up this camera trap because I fear the batteries have died, and we just need to try and see what we have captured so far, and maybe even set that camera trap up again in the same area with whatever evidence we do pick up, with a new set of batteries. Apologies for not heading back to the other 2 male lions, but I promise to take you back there sometime again soon. You look like you're trying to take off back there, Andrew. Andrew's literally doing this, everybody, behind me.
By flies.
Not your most manly pose you've struck in a while there, Andrew.
I've done better.
You have done better. Well, must say I'm quite relieved to get off the western fence there, everybody. Rather bumpy, gnarly road. No sign of any other predators along the fence there either, just the hyena tracks. Very cool to obviously find the hyena tracks and find evidence of them still active here on the Rietspruit Game Reserve. Still dying to locate one of their den sites. I'm still convinced that these spotted hyenas are denning here on the Rietspruit. Just don't know where. But it'll turn up eventually. Mary's defending you, Andrew. She says even male lions aren't particularly manly when they're dealing with bitey insects. Oh, Mary. You're such a sweetheart for defending our young Andrew here.
So you break up, but if you're asking about the white line of Poole,
The fork-tailed drongo alarm calling here. Just going to go back and have a look. It could be an owl or a bird of prey. Drongo flew off in that direction towards that tree back there now. Must be a small bird of prey because I didn't see anything flying there. Blackback, puffback calling. Sorry, last station, I had my radio down. Can you please repeat?
Female cheetahs, southern fence line, Kaya, on normal place, eastern corner.
Okay, copy. You say 3, I assume one's one of the BCC animals.
One BCC.
Copy, thanks very much. So our male cheetahs have been located, everybody, on Kaya.
Whether we should report the repeater having a problem, because it's very seldom that all of our radios are that static like they are.
Yeah, copy that. I will raise it with Kevin. But there is a lot of weather over Rietspruit at the moment which will be interfering, but I will chat to Kevin about it. Can't copy you now, buddy. So I was just going to say, everybody, that Andre has just located our 2 male cheetah, which are apparently sitting opposite another cheetah on the other side of the fence, on the Blue Canyon Conservancy side. I wonder if it's a male or a female, not sure, but good to know that our boys have been found and they're safe, and quite far away obviously from the male lines, them being on Kaya at the moment. Certainly been a lot of game walking along the road here. General game predominantly. Impala, zebra, nyala, baboons. You all know which tracks I'm looking for though. Not to say that I don't love all the animals out here, but hey, everybody's allowed to have a favorite. elephants have been here recently. Did some serious damage to this marula tree here. Yeah, listen to all the cuckoos chatting here. Jacobin cuckoos. Beautiful black-headed oriole as well. See if we can spot these cuckoos. They're calling close by here now. They usually like to sit towards the top of the tree when they're calling like this. Of course, then their call travels better. Definitely a confrontation going on here of sorts. A couple of birds vocalizing here. They've spotted me now, however. Hear the agitated call of one of the cuckoos in here. Interesting, they're not sitting on the top of the trees. It sounds like they're calling from within the trees, closer to the ground. Okay, I can't see them, guys, but just listen to this. Amazing. Mary, to answer your question, yes. If we dropped all the fences, there would be lots of conflict, but it eventually would settle. And everybody would just establish territories, new territories now that the fences were dropped. Oh, elephants. Making sure I get my exercise in this morning. Getting closer now, everybody, to the deep Sloth River, where we're going to drop into the river and show you this beautiful part of the reserve, but also pick up the camera trap I was talking about earlier. Fantastic area this for leopard and black rhino. also a really good area for birding. And different birds as well in the riparian woodland along the banks of the river. Dry riverbed, of course. Well, mostly dry. Apologies for the breakup. Everybody don't break up. Too sure what's happening, but it'll improve. I have something with all the cloud cover behind us. There below in the mud. Yeah, that's her. That's Kudu Crook 2-3. Nice one there. Become very hard, the mud around her print. Not particularly fresh. I don't know if you can see it from where you are, Andrew, but there's a giraffe feeding in there. You can just spot it at least. Relatively fresh though, the tracks of this female. I'd say maybe sometime yesterday she walked up here. Now the exciting part of this is that she's come walking up the riverbed. Now the camera we set up is downstream from where we are now. Just going to see if there's any tracks back here as well. Are you getting that, giraffe? Good man. I still think she's going to, if it's female that's pregnant, then she's giving birth to cubs or hasn't already given birth to cubs. I suspect she's going to do it. Drain on here. There's really good spots that I've seen up along here. And we've clearly got evidence now of hitting the last 48 hours. She's headed back up along the drainage line where we've just up here next to the water there that Andrew's focusing on. We set up this area this time, got footage of her with that big pregnant belly. Once again, fresh female leopard in this area. She's definitely hanging around here a lot. Now where we had that sighting of the Witgat male, that young male leopard was also close by here, just up the road here. Which could be a concern for her. Of course, she's mated with this male as well. Female leopards will sometimes mate not just with one male, but a number of males that have overlapping territories, overlapping territory. She does that to convince them all that those cubs. Cheers, Marcy. Thank you for tuning in and joining us. Have a good sleep. We'll see you again soon. Right, we're now just dropping into my favorite part of this area here. The Antioch riverbed here weaves its way, S-bends through this area. Such a wonderful area. You see the tracks here. Squirrel alarm calling here. Oh no, it's close to the ground, that squirrel. Difficult to say if that is an alarm call or just squirrels having a morning, which I think is what it might be. How's the signal now, Matt? Okay. Just going to quickly take a walk in here, everybody, towards these squirrels. Just make sure there isn't a leopard busy grooming her cubs in the riverbed here. Certainly is a very worked up squirrel. Why are you so grumpy? I wish I had a camera now to film the squirrel above me here going absolutely berserk. It's just come out of a hole in this weeping bourbon tree above my head here. A number of other squirrels running around on the ground and up on the banks of the river. This guy was obviously the last to wake up this morning and now is just a bit grumpy that everybody else has left him behind. Certainly no leopard grooming cubs in the river there. Also no tracks along that stretch of the river. Oh dear. A little bit of rain coming in now, everybody. We should be quite well protected though, staying in this very dense area here close to the Deep Sloth River. But it is very light for now, so hopefully it just stays that way. That certainly was the angriest little squirrel in the world there, Mary. They're funny. Not impossible, Betty, that there might have been a snake there. Squirrels, of course, will alarm a number of people. Also make a very very territorial animals. Word from FC that the rain up near FC, which is not apparently there is a bit of up, so that's now to where the camera trap is. It'll just take me a minute to pick it up. And then, like I say, we'll continue driving up the Deep Sloth, this beautiful drive along the Deep River here.
It's the way that I get lost now in the colors of your skin. And it's how I hear the stars coming brightly. And it's how I'm falling in. It's a puzzle I can't put together. It's a song I can't quite hear. When I try too much to put it in the bottle, when I try to hold it in, and so it comes to me in ways now. If I could show you how it starts, it's the colors from your heartbeat brightly. It's when I see you in the stars. It's when I least expect it. I see beauty all around, and it overwhelms my body, don't it? Like a light without a ground. It's when I glance you from the nothing. It's from the space between the waves. Well, it brings me high like I'm needed, but it's hard to stay that stars come brightly. It's how I'm falling in. It's how I'm falling in. It's how I'm falling in. It's how I'm falling in.
Welcome back, everybody. Apologies for the loss in signal there. Apparently we're currently experiencing load shedding. Combine that with the weather and where we were down in the deep Sloth River there. We lost you there for a moment, everybody. So what you missed was just me picking up the camera. So we've picked up our camera trap, which is pretty cool. Very excited to get back to camp and go have a look and review the footage and see what's come past the camera. Did see fresh hyena tracks underneath the camera, so good chance we're going to have some hyena action on that camera, which would be very cool. Well, that's of course if the batteries have lasted till today. We'll soon find out. Busy working our way south again now, everybody, and the next stop for us will be Lamunda and Crip. Let's go and see if there aren't any beasties having a drink now. Oh dear, rain is intensifying. That's not good. Okay, I need to put my jacket back on. Rain, 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 everybody. I think we are going to have to call it this morning, everyone. Yeah, it's raining quite hard where I am here, Matt, so I'm going to call it. All right, everybody. Andrew and I are going to have to start trying to hightail it back to camp. The rain is intensifying, not just here, but Maddie says also back at FC. So sadly, we're going to have to call it short this morning, but it certainly has been a fantastic morning, and we thank you all for joining us, everybody. We hope you have a brilliant day or evening or sleep wherever you are in the world, and I'll be back out again this afternoon. I'll see you soon, everybody. Bye for now.